I'm welcoming back to a night at the Trosky area, or especially in the Trosky prison. In this case, me lords and me ladies, welcome to Kingdom Come Deliverance. Spoiler alert, it's story time. No, jak już słyszeliście, witam do gry Kingdom Come Deliverance. No i moje damy i moi panowie, jesteście na SpelareTV and Rodent on Road. Yeah, you are at SpelareTV and Rodent on Road. In this case, I'm welcoming you all. We are here in the prison. Jesteśmy tutaj we więzieniu. Jak już mówiłem, spoiler. No, czyli tutaj dużo chodzi teraz dzisiaj o historię, więc jak nie chcecie się o tym dowiedzieć, no to lepiej nie patrzcie dalej. Alright, let's see how we move on. Zobaczmy, jak to idzie dalej. No, chciałem to mieć na innym ubraniu. I was about to change my clothing slot. Yeah, you have your 3 clothing slot as you have seen. No, macie tutaj 3 różne wybory do ubrania. No, sad. Szkoda. Due to the torture, we have now, yeah, a little bit of issues. At least with vitality is lower, and the other one, yeah, it's a little bit hard to translate now quickly.
Oh, mistress mine, your lips like red wine. I'll drink your love until I die, my red wine.
Ale mieliśmy szczęście, bo we had clearly a lot of luck. Welcoming to the stream. Oh, and now you were gone. Chciałbym już witać i od razu byliście precz.
What's the matter?
Welcome to
Are you
the
afraid
stream.
of thunderstorms?
Witam do
The hell
streamu.
with the storm. Is this castle?
What language are you speaking? English or native Polish?
Ride the horse into the ground if you like. You'll pass through Senates. That belongs to the Rosenbergs, and they'll give you a fresh...
No jak już dołączacie, jaki język gadacie? Ogólnie też jak później oglądacie, no to napiszcie w komentarzach. Yeah, even if you watch later, write down in the comments what language are you speaking.
Here's a report for von Berghoff. I almost felt sorry for Radzig's bastard. But we got what we want. The main thing is, find Job's spy, Liechtenstein.
What's the matter? You worried about me?
Don't worry, I'll be fine.
You've grown into a very capable young man. But you still have to learn to fight for your place in the sun. Nobody will hand anything on a platter to men like you and me.
I won't forget that.
Farewell.
Farewell, dear boy.
Istvan!
Flagge. Amerikanische Überseeinseln-Flagge. Europäische Union Wirte Inse Comments und Napis CW Kommentar zu Flagge. Polen Are Speaking English und Kai Weiger dazu po Polsko.
I love this. Anyways, you see it in the comments. Widzicie to w komentarzu. Jak jesteście na live. Yeah, if you are live. We don't want to leave without some extra food. Chcemy iść bez trochę dodatkowego jedzenia.
Bad idea, actually. You are here and remember how to walk from the castle yard to the castle tower, then it's win-win. umiecie zapamiętać, jak się chodzi z zamku aż do góry tutaj, to naprawdę win-win.
Ink. This must be the scribe's chamber. Nothing. There's nothing here. There aren't any orders here.
We can steal some eggs. Mogliśmy jajka ukradnąć. Maybe we find you some extra stuff from Brushes of Death. Może tu coś się dodatkowego znajdzie. Czyli z tego dodatku. Means of the expansion. I think without the DLC this room is pretty empty. Bez tego dodatku to tutaj prawie nic nie ma. Okay, we do a little cheat now. Chwilą musimy tutaj coś wykombinować. But I don't want to loot 1,000 times with you. So, yeah, I hope you understand this. Nie chcę tutaj 1000 razy to samo wyciągać z wami. Myślę, że zrozumiecie. We are coming closer to Ishtvan. Zbliżamy się Ishtvan. There was anyways a saving file. I could have been taking the other sword.
You know, I actually like that about you.
Mogłem ten drugi miecz wziąć, no ale trudno.
Reminds me of someone.
I'm not like you.
Indeed. Last time you let me go. That's not my style. And it came back to haunt you. So, what's it gonna be? A fair fight? Or are you finally going to learn?
There was something I wanted to ask you before I end it with you.
You're damn sure of yourself. That's another way you're like me. But go ahead and ask. The night is young. I'm in no hurry.
Is there anything that you would like to know? Something about the connection to Eric? Why he is alone now? Or what he has to do with Zizka? Jest tam coś, co byście chcieli się dowiedzieć teraz? I'm waiting 10 more seconds for any comment. If I have to wait, then just make a letter and then I wait for the next comment. Napiszcie tylko jedną literkę i wtedy poczekam na następny komentarz. 10, 10, 9, 8, 7, lucky 7. 4, 4, 3. Okay.
Where did you find that Eric of yours?
Eric had the same fate as you.
Right. So you're like me, Eric's like me. Who else is like me? Otto von Bergov? Sigismund?
Eric's an orphan, like us. I found him during a raid in Moravia.
Found him? During a raid? So you made him an orphan?
War is a nasty business.
That's what I keep hearing.
Eric's a common villager, like you. Even more than you, in fact. His father wasn't a noble, but a peasant.
What message should I pass on to Eric when I'm slicing his belly open?
You'll do nothing of the sort.
Oh dear. The smile has frozen on your face. There's no prison that can hold me, as you can see. I defeated Zizka in a duel. I made it all the way here. And just so that I can kill you.
This is just between the two of us. Eric never did anything to you. Leave him out of it.
Well, well. I get the feeling you have something to tell me about the two of you. You speak about him like he was your son. Or when I saw you in the courtyard, there was something more to it. You love him.
Do what you like. Take your revenge if you can. Drown me in blood if you want. But leave him be, please.
Are you begging me? We've hardly got started, and you're already begging.
Yes, I'm begging you.
Okay. Throwing him out of the window would be now too easy. No, wyrzucić go przez okno to by było teraz za łatwe.
Well, I'm not like you. So, I'll give you a chance.
If you think you have a chance, be my guest.
Okej, this was now too quickly. To było teraz za szybko. I think we take, yeah, the DLC sword. Bierzemy ten miecz z dodatku.
There was something I wanted to...
But
Where did you find...
Eric had the same fate as you.
Right. So you're like me, Eric's like me. Who else is like me? Otto von Bergov? Sigismund?
Eric's an orphan, like us. I found him during a raid in Moravia.
Found him? During a raid? So you made him an orphan?
War is a nasty business.
That's what I keep hearing.
Eric's a common villager, like you. Even more than you, in fact. His father wasn't a noble, but a peasant.
What message should I pass on to Eric when I'm slicing his belly open?
You'll do nothing of the sort.
Oh dear. The smile is frozen on your face. There's no prison that can hold me, as you can see. I defeated Zizka in a duel. I made it all the way here. And just so that I can kill you.
This is just between the two of us. Eric never did anything to you. Leave him out of it.
Well, well. I get the feeling you have something to tell me about the two of you. You speak about him like he was your son. Or when I saw you in the courtyard, there was something more to it. You love him.
Do what you like. Take your revenge if you can. Drown me in blood if you want. But leave him be, please.
Are you begging me? We've hardly got started, and you're already begging.
Yes, I'm begging you.
Well, I'm not like you. So, I'll give you a chance.
If you think you have a chance, be my guest. Show what you're made of.
Okay, in hardcore mode he is really hard. 2 hits. Ah, damn. Okay, we have to throw him out of the window. Have anyone managed it to fight him? No, ktoś z was dał radę go w walce, no, przekonać? My tu teraz jesteśmy w trybie hardcore. And we are here on the hardcore mode. So, if anyone have managed it to fight him, then please write down in the comments. Napiszcie w komentarzu, jak ktoś to mógł zrobić tutaj.
You just won't give up, will you?
that about you? It reminds me of someone.
I'm not like you.
Indeed. Last time you let me go. That's not my style. And it came back to haunt you. So, what's it gonna be? A fair fight? Or are you finally going to learn?
There was something I wanted to ask you before I end it with you.
You're damn sure of yourself. That's another way you're like me. But go ahead and ask. The night is young. I'm in no hurry.
Where on earth do you get the idea that we're the same?
Because we are. War took your home and family. Do you think you're the only one? No, boy, you're not. But as well as taking, the war also gave our lives meaning. Yours, mine, just like everyone caught up in it.
Meaning? What meaning has it given me?
Vengeance? Or are you here to make peace? Aren't you fighting for King Wenceslas to stop the war?
I didn't have much of a choice. This war of yours took my parents and my home.
You see? And yet you say we're not the same? My parents were killed by the Turks. Same shit, different day. Then Sigismund dealt with them in Hungary. Just like he's dealing with things here. And I was lucky enough to become a member of his court.
The Turks killed your parents?
I was born in Banat, on the border with Hungary. All my childhood, my parents would threaten that if I misbehaved, the Turks would come. And one day they did come. My father's fortress was reduced to ashes, and I ended up like you.
This would be an interesting topic for a DLC. Dla dodatek by był fajny temat, albo taką dodatkową grę. Or for an extra game from Warhorse.
And then what happened?
I did the one thing that made sense. I took revenge. I fought against the Turks until one day I ended up in Nicopolis. What a huge battle that was. Thanks to the French, Sigismund was defeated so badly that it's still a source of shame for him to this day. But I did pretty well for myself. Not only was I one of the few to survive the massacre, I even helped the Ginger Fox save his hide. That made an impression and helped me get where I am today. You know, not everyone is lucky enough to be the bastard son of the royal hetman. So I had to work harder.
Don't try those games of yours on me.
Games? We're here alone and I'm unarmed. There are only a few soldiers here. There's nothing to stop you killing me. We're on opposite sides. I've already lived through your whole life. I'm only trying to advise you.
Oh yeah? And what is it you suggest?
Look after number one. Side with the strong. Loyalty is all very well, but the noblemen are just out for themselves too. Who knows if Radzig will think twice about you when the war ends.
You're no judge of people. But I'm afraid your life will be over before this war is, so you won't get the chance to see how my father behaves.
I'm still alive, you bastard.
I think we've spoken enough about our so-called similarities.
Whatever you say.
Where did you find that Eric of yours?
Eric had the same fate as me.
Right. So you're like me, Eric's like me. Who else is like me? Otto von Bergov? Sigismund?
Eric's important, like us. I found him during a raid in Moravia.
Found him? During a raid? So you made him an orphan?
War is a nasty business.
That's what I keep hearing.
Eric's a common villager, like you. Even more than you, in fact. His father wasn't a noble, but a peasant.
What message should I pass on to Eric when I'm slicing his belly open?
You'll do nothing of the sort.
Oh dear. The smile is frozen on your face. There's no prison that can hold me, as you can see. I defeated Zizka in a duel. I made it all the way here. And just so that I can kill you.
This is just between the two of us. Eric never did anything to you. Leave him out of it.
Well, well. I get the feeling you have something to tell me about the two of you. You speak about him like he was your son. Or, when I saw you in the courtyard, there was something more to it. You love him.
Do what you like. Take your revenge if you can. Drown me in blood if you want. But leave him be, please.
Are you begging me? We've hardly got started, and you're already begging.
Yes, I'm begging you.
In the end, you'll see I was right. The stronger dog fucks the bitches.
For the next time, I will try to deposit a weapon in the DLC room. Then I try it with this. A na następny raz to chyba w tym dodatkowym pokoju to schowam broń i wtedy tak to spróbuję.
I hope the bastard didn't have those keys on him. Better take a look in his chambers upstairs. István's chambers. Maybe I'll get lucky. Nothing here. There are things. Great. And István's keys. No sign of the orders. No. At least I found the most important things. Not for those stupid bloody orders.
GG, I'm overfilled. O, za dużo tych rzeczy teraz mam. And no alcohol. Żadnego alkoholu. Okay, I have to correct myself. Muszę się skorygować.
No sign of Sigurdmund's orders. Maybe I'll have better luck.
I think this was everything. To wszystko. Okay, we are anyways overfilled. Tak jesteśmy. Za dużo z tych rzeczy mamy. I tak za dużo tego niesiemy. Tak chciałem powiedzieć. Yeah, level up for being overweight or overfilled. So, if anyone wasn't commenting until now, how have you been fighting Istvan? Have you been throwing him out of the window or have you been doing it? Jak wy walczyliście z Istvanem? Rzuciliście go z okna, czy jak to zrobiliście? Let's see, this is a medium lock, but I think we are not skilled enough. Bo jeszcze nie umiemy to otworzyć. Trzeba to poświecić. Nie.
The dude is still sleeping. On jeszcze śpi. Się zachlał. He is drunken for sure. Oh no, I have forgotten something. Zapomniałem coś. FML, Florida in my life. Okay, we are searching for the orders. Szukamy te rozkazy. I don't get it. The orders should be here somewhere. Powinny gdzieś tutaj być te rozkazy. Or maybe... But no. No. Didn't make sense.
I think I stepped into a bug. Chyba jakiś błąd mi tutaj się wystąpił. Or I have really to look into the room that is one lower, bo muszę w ten pokój jedno niżej zobaczyć. A.
It doesn't look like there's anything interesting here. Maybe Godwin had better luck. I should see how he's getting on. It doesn't look like there's anything interesting here. I reckon these aren't the orders. It doesn't look like there's anything interesting here. Maybe Godwin had better luck. I should see how he's getting on.
We take for sure everything. Bierzemy wszystko. Yeah, the best was here with the DLC room, because here was extra loot. Tutaj w tym dodatkowym pokoju to były inne rzeczy, mi się wydaje. Yeah, I think here has been now different stuff. Okay, we can turn back now. Możemy iść z powrotem. Yeah, as soon as we are out of the spoiler zone, I will do probably a second stream with another hour. No, jak wyjdziemy z tego części z tym, no gdzie chodzi o tą historię tej gry, no to będzie jeszcze godzina, gdzie tak na spokojnie będziemy chodzić sobie. A little bit of extra chicken, trochę więcej kurczaka. Ale grzmotło. This was a heavy lightning. I'm a little bit slowly because here is somewhere a guard.
Wiem, że tutaj gdzieś strażnik jest. Więc jestem trochę powoli. Yeah, and anyways, I'm overloaded. Za dużo tego noszę. Nothing against some extra grosze. Nic na trochę dodatkowe groszaki. I think they are not anymore down below in the prison. Would make sense. Bo już nie są na dole we więzieniu. Robiło sensu. Aha.
What are you doing here, Godwin?
What do you think? It's locked. Did you find those keys? Or maybe you've got the one for this damn door.
I've got them.
Excellent. Open the door then so we can get the hell out of here. I've always wanted to take a look around the Lord's chambers. I'm sure he's got some good wine hidden here somewhere.
And we have 10 groszy more. 10 więcej groszaków. And 120 without selling. 120 więcej bez sprzedawania.
Hurry up, Henry.
I think we have everything. We can go.
You took our things.
I did.
We have the orders. Let's get out of this accursed place.
Now we know what they did to him. Darf ja mit das nehmen, so wie die. And a savior Schnaps. Super wie ein Schnaps. Always necessary. Rodents. This time not on road.
Hurry up, Henry.
Interesting place. Ciekawe miejsce.
Great. Do you have the keys?
We have the keys, the orders, and our things.
And also a rather nice sword. I suppose you settled things with the Hungarian.
Before you lot start exchanging revenge stories, give me the keys. I have to find the right one.
Here you are. Istvan is dead. I killed him.
And is it a weight off your shoulders? Has anything changed?
Aye. It's a wonderful feeling. Now I just have to sort out the rest of them.
Be careful, Henry. It's understandable after what happened to you, but taking pleasure in revenge can be dangerous. And not just for your soul.
Amen.
Leave him be. He's a warrior. You can see it in his eyes. You did the right thing, Henry.
And did you follow my advice? Or did you take needless risks?
He was awake. It was almost like he was waiting for me. And then... it just got out of hand. Luckily, it worked out all right. For me.
For all of us. If it hadn't, me or Godwin would have to kill him, and I'm not in the best condition.
And what's more, I'd have to take your body back to Rattay and explain everything to Sir Radzig.
If you've all finished chatting, I'd like to remind you where we are. We have to vanish, now!
Is it far? Zizka won't make it too far on foot.
I'll make it.
How should I know? I've never been here before. I think the passage ends somewhere in Apollonia, and that's a short way from the castle. There's an old poacher's camp in the rocks there, and my people will be waiting there. You go first, Henry, and light the way. I'll lock the gate behind us.
Well, let's go then. I just hope we won't get buried alive.
In that case, at least we'll have a burial with a priest.
Depends. I've heard many things over a tankard of beer in the tavern.
What did you expect? An underground palace?
No, but maybe a maze or a bit of glowing moss. I'd have imagined a secret tunnel would be more like a Minotaur's labyrinth in Crete than, well, this.
Mino who?
The Minotaur was a monster. A man with the head of a bull who lived in a labyrinth. A maze. It's an ancient classical myth. I read it in the seminary.
I know a lot of bull-headed men. I don't have to read any old tales in some seminary. Right, Zizka?
Catherine!
And how did this mini tower of yours come to have a bull's head? Maybe that would explain how it happens to all those other fellas.
Well, his mother, Queen Pasiphae, had relations with a mythical white bull. By which, I'm not implying the same goes for the captain here.
Very wise.
And what happened to this Mino bullman?
He was killed by the Athenian Prince Theseus, though I have to add he had quite a bit of help from Princess Ariadne. She gave him a magical thread to help him find his way out of the labyrinth.
Monsters and princesses with magical thread? Must have been an interesting seminary, eh?
I used it to polish my Greek.
I think I can figure out what you were polishing. Over a story where a mythical queen has relations with a bull?
You're a saucy one. But I can assure you, there's a whole different kind of literature in the seminary for that.
Oh? What kind?
It would with this that we are overfilled, can't keep up with them, but we are leveling. Przez to, że za dużo nosimy, to nie dochodzimy z nimi, ale wbijamy na następne poziomy.
Fresh air at last. Now, if we had a little wine...
They've noticed we're gone. Fuck. How far are your people with the horses?
Young Mika will be waiting half a mile to the south, at an old camp.
I need to rest. Supposing we take a look at Sigismund's letter. See what the bastard is plotting. Oh, good idea. Here, give me some light. Let me see. I, Sigismund of Luxembourg, by the will of God, King of Hungary, Dalmatia, and Bohemia.
Oh, Christ, skip that.
And I therefore call my loyal ally... Sigismund is mustering his allies and their armed forces to Kuttenberg.
What does it mean?
It means that he's lost patience. And he's planning to crush the resistance while he still can.
So, von Burgov and von Aulitz have gone to Kuttenberg?
Yeah. And my friend Hinek of Kunstadt is at Suchtal Fortress, not far from Kuttenberg. And Liechtenstein is in Kuttenberg too.
We have to warn them.
And we have to help Capon.
Yeah, but first we must get away from here. Only he can't get far on foot.
I'll bring the horses to the road. You wait here.
But the place is crawling with them.
You go ahead. They'll give up in a while. We'll move further back inside.
When you meet Mika, the password is Falcon. God go with you, lad.
Everyone ready? We're looking for an old priest and 2 men. They're killers, armed and dangerous, so watch your back. Let's go.
Remember the last time I went somewhere here, it was the easiest road. Ostatni raz to gdzieś tutaj szłem i wtedy to była najłatwiejsza droga.
Hey, he's here.
Calm down!
Just fight!
I surrender!
You get no mercy from me. Oh!
Yeah, this is tricky. I hope this is not harder and hardcore. Mam nadzieję, że to w trybie hardcore'u nie jest jeszcze gorsze. Zapomniałem się skradać. I was forgetting to sneak.
Gra jest zbyt piękna dla was nego dobra. I don't speak Polish, but it might be easier for you.
I'm welcoming you again to the stream. And yeah, it's for sure a beautiful game. Can't wait now to go with you all together to the Kuttenberg stream. And yeah, I will do a little break after this. And no, please no.
No, I give up.
Yeah, this is the hardest part. Anyways, I can't wait to go with you all to the Kuttenberg stream. After this story time, yeah, we will do a 5-minute break and then I will start a second stream without spoilers. I'm again here. Okay.
Super.
I think this is...
BD.
Super słyszeć. This is good to hear. And yeah, this is unfortunately one of the hardest quests. To jest najtrudniejsza kwestia. Being overloaded makes it harder, but I was doing it the last time the same way. Być przeciężony to trochę robi to trudniej, ale zrobiłem to tak samo w ostatnim bazie. Because I was looting everything in the castle. No, wszystko zrąbałem w tym zamku. No, I am not here, please. I hate this.
You wanna try me?
I had to turn somewhere lower. Miałem gdzieś iść niżej. Maybe we can get to this because I was screaming no. I hate it.
Can't stand up to this.
This is really the most horrible quest. Except there comes a harder one. To jest naprawdę najgorsza kwestia, no chyba, że tam jeszcze gorsza przyjdzie. honestly, on easy mode I thought this is hardcore. Jak grałem w łatwym trybie, to myślałem, że to jest ten hardcore. Now for sure we have to go a little bit lower. To mniejsze zaczęliśmy. I think after this rock, chyba po tym kamieniu tutaj. Wait.
I've been waiting for you.
Have you heard this? Słyszeliście to?
Useless.
Huisile, Emusistmjenia Jotsuki, sich vor Lachen auf dem Boden wälzen, grinsendes Gesicht mit Schweißtropfen.
Honestly, I do this because I had 1 or 2 people joining from Poland the last stream. So yeah, I try to make it actually bilingual. Just in case they are rewatching. And because in my YouTube stats, yeah, 5% from the people are from Poland and other 5% from Uzbekistan. I don't know how they are understanding this, but yeah. And in case someone from Poland or Uzbekistan is rewatching, welcome and write a comment please. Jakby ktoś z Polski albo z Uzbekistanu oglądał, no to witam i napiszcie proszę komentarz.
W ogóle mi tu nie przeszkadza. Xia m tylko bei dela sibiwaju zum ja y.
Thank you, and honestly you can write in English. I am very, yeah, or as good as possible reacting in English. At least my channel is in English and Polish, so yeah. But I thought I can do most of the streams in English.
I just didn't want to better only guy speaking English. P.
Ah, no, you are one of 30%, so you are for sure not the only one. And let's be honest, I don't think that someone from Philippines will write here and I will understand him, so I think most of the people will be in English here. Okay, we see red because I was breaking my leg. Or maybe the game was just wishing me luck. To naprawdę było szczęście, albo gra mi tylko robi szczęście.
Over here! He's here!
Redeten TC-Arting. Sich vor Lachen auf dem Boden wälzen.
Until now.
And now you're mine. Come on then.
Isboke Toson.
And my pizzle is again yanked. I hate this mission, really. No, we don't want to go to Kuttenberg. We are here. Yeah, honestly, I was waiting in my first playthrough until I was here in Kuttenberg. So I'm excited with you all together. We are here. My jesteśmy tutaj gdzieś. Okay. And then somewhere we have to turn left.
Is it possible to snare attack them?
This could be possible, but mostly they are coming from all sides. In this case, it's just better to, go somehow around them. Because I don't know if you have noticed it, but yeah, they are coming from this side. From this side there will come some. Yeah, from this side. In this case, there is mostly no really way, but maybe I can kill one. I will try this. At least if it's necessary, I will try this. Yeah, you see here from the hill they are already coming.
Don't risk it if you don't have to. I just took it might be easier since Nea King passed.
This could be for sure easier, but if you have directly someone behind you and just a few seconds, then it's tricky. Okay, so until now we are on the road here.
Over here!
See, there's some kind of a camp. But probably that's not it. Yeah, bandits of all a group of people already behind me. This is really almost impossible. I hate this. We are maybe 10 minutes away from Kuttenberg and exploring a new area.
how Tyre Uppet fully waited for you, to turn around before ganging up on you.
Yeah, maybe the game is already helping me. AI is having some, yeah, how is it called? God damn, forgot the word. They feel sad about you. They have been feeling pity about me. That's probably the issue.
If noticed that stealth is more based on movement and lighting than distance. For example, you can be right in front of someone and not back.
Show what you're made of!
This can be probably the new mechanic. In Star Wars I noticed a similar technique. Yeah, and stealth mechanic is completely different if you are in a story quest.
Everyone ready? We're looking for an old trained men. They're killers, armed and dangerous. So watch your back.
We are at 4 viewers. Are you preferring English or Polish? Wolicie angielski czy polski? Forgotten that I'm slowly in the stealth mode. Maybe it's sometimes a good idea if you just wait. I'm back in stealth mode.
Here he is.
Die, you swine!
Come on, then.
Okay, this can for sure take a little while.
She wouldn't have seen you if you had not moved.
Yeah, maybe I was reacting there too
I know
quickly.
it sounds dumb, but just Fritze completely still.
Let's go.
Maybe we're doing it this time. Crossing fingers.
You're doing everything right. Just getting too nervous.
And the issue that I don't know where exactly we have to go. I know only a little bit of the direction, but yeah, where the camp completely is. This will be a little bit of searching. Okay, and will likely one of them will come back here. Now we should have a green light. This will probably be somewhere there. Ah, yeah, there is the famous rock with the cross. It's a real place. I have a picture of it. Też dla ludzi z Polski. Ta skała to prawdziwe miejsce. Tam krzyż na tym jest i też mam zdjęcia od tego.
Yeah, it will be part of my next video that I have planned. Będzie część naszego następnego filmu. Wait, this cross? Ah, I wasn't there in this run. But I hope this isn't this place here. If this is this place, then we have to go back. Okay, I think we have to go back. Musimy iść tutaj kawałeczek z powrotem. And quickly enough that he isn't screaming. Dosyć szybko, że on nie mógł krzyczeć. And now I'm stucking in the bushes. Teraz utknąłem tutaj w krzakach. Maybe here somewhere? Oh no. This isn't a camp light. Yeah, like I said, this will be a bit of searching. To będzie trochę szukania. Everything was so perfectly until I was turning back. Wszystko już było dobrze, aż do tego momentu, gdzie ja się odwróciłem. So we have been walking probably until here now. Here is this empty area. Okay, we have probably to turn somewhere here left. Is the camp? Yeah, the marker is here. The camp is here too. Już widać, że tutaj te znaczki są. To już było. Dobrze, że skręciliśmy w lewo.
Come with us to the castle.
And I was too far away.
Are you Micah?
Depends on who's asking.
I'm Henry. I'm here to... Falcon. The password is Falcon.
Alright. I'm Micah. Where's Catherine?
It all went tits up. We've got a wounded man. We need to take the wagon all the way to the passage to load him on. Where is it, anyway?
We left the wagon and the horses just outside of Apollonia. The soldiers are combing the forest. Nobody can get through till they stop. Fuck! I thought we could sneak out of here. But if someone's wounded...
You don't look too good neither.
Listen, my brother and the butcher's hand are guarding the wagon. But if we don't show up by daybreak, that means something's gone wrong. And they'll leave. Someone has to tell them what happened.
All right, I'll go. Go and find Catherine in the cave. She'll fix you up. Where exactly is the wagon?
Keep heading south from here until you come across a cliff split in two. There's a broken down wagon standing nearby. Go between the rocks, up the hill, then head south. If you pass by an abandoned camp, you'll know you're going the right way. It's another mile or so past the camp. Just keep heading south. You should come across them then. We're parked a bit off the road, so as not to be seen.
Right.
Don't forget to say the password Falcon to them too, so they don't kill you on sight.
All right.
Good luck. God be with you.
I'm with you.
Now I know what I was forgetting. Teraz wiem już co zapomniałem tutaj.
think it would be smart to change our clothing. This is looking clearly better now. Ale naprawdę lepiej wygląda niż z tym innym ubraniem. This time we don't have our pants on. Nie mamy spodni.
Broken wagon. I'll have to head up the hill here.
But before I forget it, I take the knife. Where's my knife?
We should keep going south from here.
This was now great with the breathing. I thought honestly we start to get lost around the Kuttenberg area. Now we get already lost here. Shortly in Polish. Już myślałem, że my tutaj się zgubimy dopiero koło Kuttenbergu, a tutaj się zgubiamy. I think we should be almost. No, should be. Myślę, że chyba już powoli jesteśmy tam, gdzie musimy być. Okay, this looks better. Yeah. To już lepiej wygląda, już jesteśmy tam. Albo chyba nie, or maybe not. This is the one from Samin! From the quest? Ah, this is fancy! Well, I didn't know this. To ja naprawdę nie wiedziałem. If you do the quest in Samin, then he is helping you. Jak robicie ten zadanie w Saminie, to on widocznie pomaga.
Lord be with you.
Have you found Casper yet?
I did. But Henry, be very careful. There's a reason I left Casper for last. The man is a real beast. I just wanted to be sure you had it in you.
And you reckon I do?
Aye. I hope so. What about you? Think you can take him on?
I do.
Then listen up, lad. His band is one of the biggest. But it's not just about them. Casper himself is deadly in his own right.
Okay, he is not here to help us, he is just here to give us a quest. Tylko kwestii nam daje, a nie pomaga.
Real beast, like I said. A vicious, cruel bastard who'll stop at nothing to get his way.
Great. Do you at least know how to get to him?
Unfortunately not. I'd love to help you, but I don't know how. I've always been a bit leery of the fucker myself.
So this Casper of yours, what can you tell me about him?
Greedy old bastard, I'll tell you that. He'll sell his own soul for a couple of groschen, and he don't trust nobody. You touch his money, and you might as well dig your own grave.
And there's still people left in his gang?
Laugh all you want, lad. I once saw him kill a man in cold blood, just because he thought he'd skimmed off the loot.
And did he?
No. They didn't find anything. But it didn't make much of a difference to the poor dead bloke.
Where should I look for Casper and his band?
From what I hear, they've holed up in a forest near Apollonia. Be careful. The rocks are treacherous. It's easy to lose your way, even in broad daylight. And if you go there at night, be bloody careful, you hear?
Aye. I understand. Why is he hiding there, of all places?
Weren't you listening? It'll be bloody hard to find them there. To make it there unnoticed would be damned near impossible. What's more, I heard they recently got their hands on a fine bit of loot. So I guarantee they'll be keeping close watch over it.
This is starting to sound more and more like a suicide mission.
Yeah, I'm sure you'll figure it out. I believe in you, lad.
That's everything I need to know.
Wait a mo. There's something of his I need you to bring me. To prove he's really gone.
Really? You still want to test me?
Old habits die hard. I want his ring. The big gold one.
Have a soft spot for trinkets, do you? Didn't expect that of you.
That fucker put it on every time he wanted to bash someone's teeth in. The edges are quite sharp. And I've got an old souvenir from him myself. Just under my ear.
All right. If I come back in one piece, I'll bring you Casper's ring.
Take care. Good night.
Okay, this was fancy. At least the other guard is doing nothing. To było teraz fajne. Bynajmniej też ten inny koleś tam nic nie robi. I think we are now out of the trouble zone. Or for sure we are now here, I think. No. Wyszliśmy już z tego terenu, gdzie grozi nam śmierć. It's getting already morning. Rano się robi.
To head towards the rocks.
I think now we lost the road completely. Bo teraz tą drogę kompletnie straciliśmy. GG, I don't have your orientation point. Nie mam tu żadnego punktu orientacyjnego.
Sakra. I'm going the wrong way.
Could be somewhere on the right side of the map, I'm not sure.
I have to go back to the rocks. I've gone the wrong way.
Okay, the first rock. Maybe we are here somewhere. Może tutaj gdzieś jesteśmy, jak tu pierwsza skała. Ach, it's a house, not a rock. House, we have a house. Okay, I'm clearly lost. Jestem na pewno gdzieś zgubiony. And freezing. Again unfreezing. Znowu odmrażamy się.
Going the wrong way.
Way. Being overweight has made us level 19. Jesteśmy obciążony to poziom 19. Really lost the road. Na pewno tutaj gdzieś się zagubiłem, nie wiem gdzie teraz jest odpowiednia strona. Maybe isn't this rock that I was mentioning earlier? To skała, co przedtem mówiłem o niej.
He's here!
Oh, thank goodness we have a save file with the dude from Samin. I get the soft issue that I get the soft feeling that we have again an issue with the road here. Mam to przeczucie, że chyba znowu tutaj się zagubiliśmy. Yeah, this feels like an invisible wall. Jakby tam był mur. So we have been coming from here, and we have here a wall. I think we are rather at this camp. maybe I was going in the right direction. Ach, schon da drin herunter. This doesn't feel right again. I think there's some kind of wall. I think I'm completely wrong again. Oh, come on, I hate this. First staff issue and now getting lost. Naprawdę wkurzające. Najpierw ten problem ze skradaniem i teraz się tutaj gdzieś zagubiliśmy. Okay, here are again the rocks. Just down with some. Jesus Christ, be praised.
Vulcan. Catherine sent me. Things got a bit complicated.
Carry straight on to Yichin. The merchant road will take you right to Kuttenberg.
But you're not coming with us?
No. I have to go back to Razik and Hanush and tell them what's been planned and what happened to Lord Capon. Like, it's high time you got going. Watch out for yourselves. Especially you, Henry.
I don't have to come back and look for your body again.
I'll do my best.
Look, if you find yourself stuck, look for Sir Odorin of Rabosh and give him this ring. He'll help you, even if he's not too happy about it.
Godspeed!
So, we finally got him. How does it feel?
I said, how does it feel? Do you really think you could get rid of me? No, dear boy. You and I still have a lot of work to do.
Henry? Are you hurt? You fell asleep. Are you all right?
Is it much further?
We'll reach Sukdal shortly, if those woodcutters by the forest weren't making it up. They look pretty frightened.
Maybe they were just in awe of your beauty.
My, you've got a silver tongue, eh?
Not that I want to contradict, but I think there might be another reason. Sigismund is riding roughshod over the country, so the people are cautious. I can't blame them.
If it was only Sigismund. The devil is just as bad.
I thought we'd sorted all this out. He's no saint, not by any means. But he is an ally of the king. My friend.
Who is?
The Dry Devil.
Lord Hinek of Kunstadt, Burgrave of Znojmo Castle. A great warrior, and at this moment a guest of the Lord of Sukdal.
Why do they call him the Dry Devil, anyway?
You can ask him yourself when you see him.
I don't know why he's dry, but I know exactly why they call him Devil.
Can you give it a rest? I don't need you insulting him before I get a word in.
Great. So I'm to keep my mouth shut, eh?
Say what you like, just don't go bugging the devil. At least for a while. That's all I'm asking.
What is this sook-dole place we're heading to?
The fortress of Lord Pisek, Mint Master to King Wenceslas himself.
My word! And will a man of his stature see us?
We'll find out soon enough. But I hope Dry Devil vouches for us.
And what's your plan after that? We have to save Sir Hans.
Don't worry, we'll get to that, if it's not too late.
Hopefully it won't be.
Where are you going? Lord
There's a
Pisac
noble
ain't gonna see you. He's got an important visit.
I don't know. His uncle has a reputation for being a pinch purse. You know him, Henry?
Yeah. Well, I don't know where you heard that from. He was always kind to me.
Oh, but that's all by the by anyway. I intend to wage war, not parley. And if I know Dry Devil, he's of the same mind.
Won't it be dangerous for Sir Hans?
It will, and for us too. But I'm sure Lord Capon is expecting that. He rode to Trosky as a messenger to von Berghoff. I reckon he must have had some idea what might happen.
What's this? The gate's wide open.
Watered, fed, saddled, first thing. Understand?
Yes, sir.
I love this castle.
Greetings.
And I love this dude.
What's your business here?
The blessing of our Lord Jesus Christ, sir. I expect your Peter Pisek. I am Jan Žižka of Trocnov. I have an important message for your guest, Hinek of Kunstadt. Actually, for you two.
A message for the Dry Devil?
Well now, Captain Žižka. And young Henry.
Margrave Jobs.
Sir.
I'm afraid your friend Hinek is no longer here. But I'd love to know what brought you two together. But also, what the hell happened to you?
Well, sir...
Unfortunately, I'm otherwise occupied at the moment. Get some rest. You're clearly in dire need of it. We'll talk tomorrow. Sir Peter, please, take care of our guests.
Yes, sir.
Let's go!
He's all we needed.
You must be tired and hungry after your journey. Follow me.
Jak już mówiłem, kocham go i ten zamek też kocham.
You have a very fine fortress, my lord.
I'm glad you think so.
You don't?
To be honest, I'd much prefer to go back to Kuttenberg. Life in a fortress
Look
isn't
out!
ideal for a man with my experience.
And with your fortune.
That gets worryingly smaller every day, Lord Trotslav.
Hardly surprising if you're putting up the Margrave here.
No, that's more down to his Hungarian cousin, if you get my meaning.
Perfectly, my lord.
My apologies, but we've already eaten, and I wasn't expecting more guests. I wouldn't want to give the impression that I'm feeding you with leftovers.
Not to worry, Sir Peter. The leftovers from the Margrave's table are still a banquet for us. For me, at least. But I'm just a village girl.
I wouldn't have thought it, good wife.
Oh, you would, sir. But don't concern yourself. I don't mind it.
The last few weeks we've been sharing dry bread and stewed peas with a horde of dirty warriors. I seriously doubt that the fare you offer could offend us.
I understand. Undoubtedly, you've been through a lot.
And we've a lot more to face.
Eat whatever takes your fancy, my friends. You look like you've had a hard journey.
Ah, the journey wasn't so bad, especially compared to what came before it.
Where are you coming from, anyway?
From Trosky.
That's Sir Otto von Burgo's domain. What were you doing there, pray tell?
We were in a castle cellar, talking to an old acquaintance.
My God, how did that happen?
Simple. I'm in the service of Lord Sokol of Lamberg, same as Dry Devil, and I had a job to do around Trosky, if you get my meaning.
Absolutely. But it wasn't much of a success, was it?
Actually, it was pretty much. We even took a castle.
Well, more like a small stronghold.
And we nearly got von Berghoff, too.
And what prevented you from completing that righteous deed?
Markvart von Aulis.
I know that name. He's the commander of the Prague militia.
Exactly. And they came with him.
But why would the Praguers send forces to Trosky?
Ah, but they didn't, sir. They weren't sent to Trosky, but here. They just stopped off to visit von Berghoff because he was in a tight situation, and they took him along with them.
Here? To my fortress? Christ almighty.
Not just here, but everywhere where King Wenceslas still has supporters.
And that's also one of the reasons why we're here. We came to warn you. It seems Sigismund's run out of patience. He's going to break the truce and finish off the rebellion while he still has time. So he's convened all his followers in Kuttenberg with von Berghoff and von Orlitz in the lead. It's just a matter of time before the battles begin.
We've got to secure the fortress quickly, stock up on supplies, reinforce the guard and drill the troops. But I'm grateful to you, friends. Wait here. I'll have the best wine I have brought to you. Bring that red from Burgundy right away.
You might want to save some for Jobst.
I'll gladly risk his displeasure for this occasion.
It seems we both have the same opinion of Jobst, eh?
Well, that is, I wouldn't dream of disrespecting the Margrave. Where do you know him from?
I don't really know him as such. We merely know each other due to my original trade.
Yes, I've heard of you. They say you used to be, well...
Yes, a bandit. It's no secret, sir. King Wenceslas even put a price on my head once. And Catherine here, she...
I'm sure that's of no interest to the noble gentleman. And anyway, if anyone knows Jobst well, it's Henry here. You two are quite on friendly terms, aren't you?
Well, we only met once, in fact. When he came to see Lord Hanush in Rattay.
Anyway, we're straying a little from the point. As I said, one of the reasons we came here is to warn you. And the other reason goes by the name of Hinek, the Dry Devil. Where is he?
Well, he was here for a while. At my invitation.
Was here? So he's gone?
Where did he go?
I couldn't say. He didn't part quite on the best of terms.
That's quite normal for him. Don't take it to heart, sir.
I had no issue with him. It's more about Margrave Jobst. When he met Hynek, he was somewhat disturbed.
Disturbed? Why?
Well, let's say, after an exchange of opinions, they agreed it would be best if they saw as little of each other as possible. I'm sure if you're interested in the details, the Margrave will explain it to you himself.
I'd be very surprised.
Why is Jobst taking such risks? He almost put himself in Sigismund's reach. What for?
To do what he's been doing all his life. Scheming.
One could put it that way. He's seeking allies amongst the undecided lords, and winning over to our side some of the ones who've sided with Sigismund so far.
He wants to make deals with turncoats?
Alas, that's the way it goes in politics.
Good shit.
The majority lean towards the side where they expect the least problems. Just between us, I'm not too pleased myself about Jobst's strategy, and I'm the last one who'd wish for violence.
I'm totally agreeing.
So,
First place, Ru.
what about us? What do we do now?
The Margrave will certainly want to talk to you, but the earliest he'll be back at the fortress will be tomorrow. I hope until then, you won't refuse my offer of a bed for the night.
Just an offer. So you'd let us leave if we wanted to?
Well, the Margrave did ask me to look after you until he returns, for the sake of security.
Whose security?
Good question. Yours, I expect.
Ah, so be it. I couldn't take another step anyway.
No, it's the second playthrough. I will probably do a third one for myself, maybe. Yeah, anyways. Here, after a few minutes, we will probably switch into a non-spoiler stream. So, yeah.
Sir, there's still one more thing we came for. Lord von Bergov is holding my lord, Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein, hostage. And we also have to warn Jobst's ally, John of Liechtenstein. Do you know anything about those two?
Sorry, I don't. I didn't even know von Bergau had come here until you told me. And I've heard nothing about Lord Liechtenstein.
Which is actually good news. If he'd been caught and executed, the word would be all over the region. So there's a strong hope he's alive.
Thank you for the warm welcome, Lord Pisek.
It's the least I could do, lad. My fortress is open to all the king's supporters, even if that does make it a bit crammed.
I suppose I ought to get to bed. Where can I sleep, sir?
I had some chambers prepared for all of you. Yours is right here in the palace. Cross that corridor and go up the stairs. You can't miss it. There's a garland above the door. But first, eat your fill, all of you. And maybe you'd like to bathe before going to bed. I told my servant Susanna to prepare baths for you. The baths are in the little house in the courtyard, right next to the well.
I feel quite hungry.
The story behind the sauerkraut was the best one. And no weight. We have now 16 cabbages with 0 weight. No i teraz mamy 16 tej kiszonej kapusty i ona 0 waży. To śmieszna historia była. Yeah, I will do a video about this. Jeszcze będzie filmik o tym.
Now Henry shouldn't be hungry. To już Henry nie będzie głodny. Let's go. Poor thing. Idziemy się wykąpać.
Look out!
Aye, come here. Look what I have for you.
Ah, see. As it happens, I'm nearly all out of wood. How about I stop by your place?
What do you want here, you yokel?
Quick, or it will rot. You're right, neighbour. That would be a waste. Really worth bloody lucky.
Lord Pisek said we could have a bath here?
Yes, sir. I prepared the hot water and fragrant oils myself. And I'll wash your clothes as well.
Thank you.
You needn't thank me, sir. And now, if you'll allow me, I'll help you undress.
Okay, sorry, I'm just filling in some tea. Chwilę herbaty sobie wlewam. Alright, but I think now it's anyways time to go sleep. Czas, żeby się wyspać. Then I hope we can sell somewhere the loot. Mam nadzieję, że możemy gdzieś sprzedać te rzeczy. We have to go somewhere again upstairs. Musimy gdzieś jeszcze raz schody wejść. Someone is using a mortar and pestle. I feel always vibrations here in the controller. A no, ktoś używa ten mortar i ten pistolet. Coś tutaj zmiażdża i ja to czuję jako wibracja w kontrolerzu. The stairs have to be somewhere here. Gdzieś tutaj te schody. A. Mm, 12 hours of sleeping. 12 godzin spaniu. Okay, I'm looking for some snacks. No patrzę za czymś do przegryzienia.
So you got your revenge? Father, did it make you feel any better? It did. So what comes next? Mark von Aulitz is next. Then von Berghoff. And is that what you really want, son? No matter how many people you kill, you can't change what's happened. It's what I want. Are you sure, Henry?
What's happening? Why are you waking me up? You again?
Yes, the Margrave is calling for you, sir. You and the other gent.
You mean Zizka?
I suppose. I don't know what his name is, but he's waiting down in the courtyard. I'm just on my way to tend to his wounds.
And what about Catherine?
That's the good wife who arrived with you? I don't know. I think I saw her with our captain.
Oh, very well. I'll go now.
Before you go, I brought you something for breakfast. In case you're hungry. Oh, have I been too bold?
No, definitely not. Thank you. Do you need anything else?
No, sir.
So, why are you standing here?
You haven't dismissed me, sir.
Oh, I see. You may leave. Thanks.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, I thought it's just 10 minutes, but it's a little bit more story here. Myślałem, że to tylko 10 minut, ale trochę więcej historii tutaj mamy. This is the chapel area, tutaj kapliczka.
Very much.
Now you're in trouble.
You see, meine Dame, we aren't idle here. My men train like that every day.
Fuck that!
Admirable.
Again.
If Sigismund and his army happen to turn up, you have to
slow.
worry.
Go fuck yourself!
But why would he come here?
Why wouldn't he? Lord Pisak used to be the king's
That hit
minstrel,
home.
and everyone knows he's on Wenceslas's side.
Yes, but...
But I'm sure you're not afraid of him. Lo, the worth Henry of Skalitz. I'm just holding a discussion with the captain here about his desolate fortress.
That's not how I'd put it. In the end, as mein Großvater said, the strength of a castle is measured by its garrison. And mine is one of the best in the region. What do you say, lad? Am I right?
Aye. I have to admit, the soldiers here look pretty fearsome. I wouldn't want to come up against them in battle.
I get the feeling you'd run instead of facing them, though. Hey?
Leave him be, meine Dame. Nobody with any sense would take on my men.
Bad luck.
Why did you come here anyway, Henry?
I have to find Zizka. The Margrave is expecting us.
You should get a move on. You don't want to keep a man of his stature waiting. I saw Zizka next to the stables. There was some girl hanging around him.
This is totally a beautiful place. And it's in one of my short videos.
Watch where you're going.
Naprawdę ładne miejsce i w jednym z moich krótkich filmów. Okay, but shouldn't here be the stables? Może tutaj gdzieś konie będą?
God bless.
Finding Zizka is now the next hard opportunity. Znaleźć Zizka to teraz będzie następna ciężka kwestia. And yes, a completely fresh map to explore with you all. Kompletnie czysta mapa, albo świeża mapa, żeby zwiedzać z wami. Okay, we have to check complete castle. W całym zamku patrzeć. Here.
Like a letter from a fancy book.
How are things, Captain?
What do you think? I've seen better days. And you, youngster?
Not so great. I'm feeling pretty battered.
Just wait until you've been through as much as I have.
Nah, don't say that. You still have your strength. A real man of iron.
A damned rusty one, I'd say. But enough chat. I see Jobst has returned to the fortress.
That's why I'm here. They're expecting us. I wanted to take Catherine along too, but she said she'd rather get the horses ready.
She's doing the right thing, and you better run ahead and greet the Margrave. I'll join you shortly.
Are you expecting trouble?
I always expect trouble. Jobst has turned coats more times than I can count. And the way things are these days, I'd rather have horses standing by, even on a visit to my parents.
What about that dry devil of yours? Did you find out where he went?
No, nobody asked him where he was going, but it seems they're hoping it's as far away as possible. I'm not surprised. If I know him, he wasn't the ideal guest.
At least Jobst might know where he is.
He might. To be honest, that's the only reason for talking to him.
Should I really go and see Jobst on my own? He's the Margrave, though.
So what? You already know him better than I do. You met him in Rattay. I only know what I've heard about him.
All right, but he sent for us both. How's it gonna look?
A bit odd, I suppose. But you must understand, I'm doing this for our benefit. The less time I spend with a Margrave in one room, the better.
All right, then. I'll be going, then.
Okay, just was making sure, but we have to go again here onto the castle. Musimy wejść znowu tutaj do zamku. The gatehouse is reminding me about some Polish gatehouses.
Careful.
Wspomina mnie trochę o tych bramów, co nieraz w Polsce widać.
Henry. Where's Captain Zizka?
He got held up.
I received a report that von Bergov's banner is flying in the camp of my dear cousin Sigismund, so I assume the negotiations at Trosky didn't go too smoothly.
No, sir. I don't have good news for you, I'm afraid.
Well, good or bad, I'm sure you have plenty to report. So what happened with von Bergov at Trosky?
Bergov had no interest in our message. By the time we finally arrived at Trosky, he'd already long since made a deal with Sigismund. But of course, he didn't tell Sir Hans and me anything. And on top of that, he used us to do his dirty work. Everything went to hell in the end, and we ended up in a dungeon. Or at least I did. They took Lord Capon away. In fact, that's why we're here. We were following von Bergov's trail.
So I've heard. But I'd be interested to know the details. It's been some time since our meeting in Rattay, and now you appear here by the side of a quite unexpected guest.
Honestly, I can't remember that we have been meeting him in Rattay. Nie pamiętam, że go spotkaliśmy w Ratajach.
An unexpected guest?
Yes, of course, I've heard of Zizka before. And of his unconventional ways of supporting our king. But I don't know where you know him from.
We met outside Trosky, in rather complicated circumstances. We crossed swords. I can only thank God we didn't kill each other.
And who was giving Zizka orders? Do you know?
I think it's some Jan Sokol of Lamberg.
That would make sense. He was always quite pig-headed.
Forgive me, my lord, but how is it possible you don't know?
This is beyond the understanding of a common villager, lad. Got that? Let's move on. I heard something about a pillory and poaching. What in God's name did you and Sir Hans get up to?
Things went wrong right from the beginning. We were ambushed, and we lost the letter. Lord Capon and I were lucky to get out of it alive. But no one at Trosky believed that we were messengers.
Von Bergov refused to aid a nobleman in need. That seems pretty low for a man of his stature.
Well, to be honest, Lord Capon didn't really look much like a nobleman. We were ambushed while bathing in a pond, and then we fled through the woods. So we really looked like a pair of beggars.
Ah, that must have been a peculiar feeling for Lord Capon.
You can't even imagine it, Your Grace.
I certainly cannot, in truth. In any case,
Are you sure there's nothing else you want to tell me?
Well, you should probably know that Istvan Toth was working for von Berghoff.
Who's he?
One of Sigismund's cronies. He was causing havoc around Ratai.
Ah, yes. Hanush and Radzig mentioned some such person. They even foolishly let him go.
They had to. They gave him their word.
Yes. Well, it's actually quite heartening that some people still have such naive ideas about the world.
Well, no one let him go this time. He's dead.
Very good. From what I've heard, he was a bandit and a cutthroat. There should be no dealings with his ilk.
Isn't Zhizka a bandit too, though?
Zhizka is loyal to Wenceslas, so he's no bandit or cutthroat, but a faithful servant of our king, carrying out resistance against his enemies. But let's move on. Is there anything else you'd like to tell me?
That's all that happened, sir.
Truly. My court messenger and bearer of tidings, both good and bad, John of Liechtenstein, has mysteriously gone silent. So every piece of information I get now is precious. By the way, you said you were in von Berghoff's dungeon, and I can imagine how they treated you there. Tell me, did you reveal anything?
Well, they asked questions, yes. But I was counting on that, and prepared myself for it.
How did you prepare yourself?
I just thought something up.
Henry, what exactly did you tell them? What you might consider to be a minor detail might be something of utmost importance.
I don't know. It all happened so fast.
But you said you had time to think. So how was it then?
Well,
I've had better liars than you failed to trick me. So tell me, what came out of those loose lips of yours?
Although it wasn't me who told him, von Berghoff did get certain information.
What information?
About Liechtenstein. That he's in Kuttenberg. And what he's doing there. I'm really sorry, sir, but... well, they tortured us.
That is truly unfortunate. But you've nothing to be ashamed of. I think it's too much to expect anyone to hold their tongue under torture.
But Lord Liechtenstein... what if they killed him because of us?
John went straight into the lion's den. He knew the risks. Thank you for the news. You're free to go if you want. But I would be glad if you stayed at the fortress. As soon as it's possible, you can join a legation heading for Rattay. I'm sure you already want to go home.
What? Go home? I can't. I have to rescue Sir Hans. I made a promise I'd protect him.
A noble thought. But you mustn't worry about Lord Capon. I'm sure von Berghoff has him trapped in a gilded cage.
But I made a promise, sir.
I understand, but honestly, Lord Capon is now safer than you or I. The most sensible course now is to wait for the ransom demand.
Margrave.
Ah, Captain Zhizka. Henry and I were just discussing Lord Capon.
Yeah, the Margrave thinks he's in no danger, and we should wait for a ransom demand.
As one does.
I wanted to talk to you about something else. I suppose you're wondering why your friend Hinnek, also known as the Dried Devil, isn't here?
Oh, there's plenty of gossip going on around the fortress. You and Pisek refused to grant him asylum.
Asylum is for those in distress, Captain. Hinnek came to burn and pillage. I have quite different plans.
Oh. And what might those be, Margrave? Sitting and talking while King Wenceslas rots in a dungeon. What would I expect? Not so long ago, you were conspiring with Sigismund against Prokop, your own brother.
It would be futile trying to explain to you the intricacies of the Luxembourg's dynastic politics. Let me just explain that that was what was called for in the situation. But I assure you that I am now acting in the best interests of this country. And of King Wenceslas.
You're acting first and foremost in your own interests. Everyone knows that.
Strong words coming from a man who earns his bread by killing merchants on the road. No offense intended. I applaud your art. The pen is mightier than the sword, but there are times when it's vice versa. Enter!
All ready to leave now, sir?
Good. It's high time. I expect the captain was about to leave anyway. Are you not?
With pleasure.
And you, Henry?
Me? Well, sir, I made a promise.
I understand. I won't attempt to keep you here by force. But bear in mind, I have concluded a very fragile truce with Sigismund, which gives us time to get ready. And if anyone should disrupt my plans with headstrong acts of violence, there will be consequences. Grave consequences. I consider this matter closed. Farewell and good luck.
Now I understand why there is a camp from Sigismund here.
I get
Der rozumie, czemu ten camp od Sigismunda?
Are we leaving?
Yeah. And Henry's going with us.
Wait, you'll help me find Capon?
Sure. But we'll need people for that. And information. Catherine, I've got a job for you.
Yes?
Go to Kuttenberg. Find out what happened to Liechtenstein. If anyone knows what's going on in this godforsaken country, it'll be him. In the meantime, we'll go and find Dry Devil and his band.
Good luck. I'd go all the way to Rome to spy if it kept me away from the devil.
Let's go! Stay close. The devil doesn't know you, but he should recognize me, even like this.
Yeah, we received now a lot of extra information. Dostaliśmy tutaj bardzo dużo nowej informacji.
What's your plan, anyway? Go from village to village, hamlet to hamlet, until we find him?
That won't be necessary. We just have to visit places where you can get booze.
Oh, so all the taverns and dens in the region?
If it comes to that.
I'm up for that.
Don't get your hopes up. We'll have a beer, listen to the local rumor mill, and if we don't find anything, we'll pay up and move on.
Where do we start?
I have heard of a place that's a favored meeting spot of bandits, poachers, and all kinds of scum. If I was looking for the devil, or at least someone who knows something about him, that's where I'd go.
Sounds like a good place to start. And if we find the devil, what then?
If we're really to step on Sigismund's toes, we need capable men. And the devil's capable. of anything, really.
I'm not sure what the three of us can achieve.
Inek's not alone. He has the devil's pack.
Who?
That's what his band is called. They're exactly the sort of men we need.
And what do you have in mind when you say step on Sigismund's toes? What about Liechtenstein and Capon?
The same thing we did to von Berghoff. But don't worry. It's gonna take a lot of time before we're ready. In the meantime, hopefully Catherine will find out where young Liechtenstein is hiding. If his spy network really lives up to the legend, he'll surely know where they're keeping young Capon.
I just hope Sir Hans is all right.
Why wouldn't he be? He's the Lord of Perkstein. He's of no use to them dead.
If I don't bring him back to Hannish alive, I might as well hang myself. Anyway, how much farther is it?
Still a long way to go. Shall we speed up?
The road's quiet. The surroundings are pretty. Why rush? At least we won't be so conspicuous.
If you say so.
The only possibility where we can ride a horse with, I think, 300 kg overweight. Jedyna możliwość, gdzie możemy teraz być na koniu i mamy chyba 300 kg za dużo. Beautiful area. I love this. Naprawdę piękne miejsce, ja to uwielbiam. And I think this is Sigismund's camp. To chyba będzie ten obóz od Sigismunda.
Shouldn't we speed up? We won't get there before dark like this.
What's the matter? Don't you want to enjoy the scenery?
I changed my mind. We really should pick up the pace.
And the only possibility for fast traveling. Jedyna możliwość, żeby przyspieszyć drogę.
We're here. I hope our journey doesn't prove to be in vain. Keep your hand on your hilt, Henry. Around here, you never know what might happen.
I warned you you had it coming, you drunk!
Hang on. I didn't see it. Does feel better when I've had a drink. It's a gift from God.
Either you pay us back our coin, or you can leave your head with us.
You wouldn't get a crossing for an alternative, mine.
You're right about that.
I'd have a use for that turnip. But I can only pay for it with iron.
Shiska?
You turn on your heel and get going. If you value your life. You might have noticed there's more of us than you.
That can be fixed.
To hell with you.
You're no match for us!
Slice him
Are
up!
you going to get to the toss or not? Bad luck! That one's had it!
Right between the eyes!
And normally I don't fight with the sword. Normalnie nie walczę z tym mieczem.
I'm wounded.
What do you want?
In this case, of course, my pistol is yanked. O, i wiadomo, że wygrał ze mną.
Dismount.
And I have the wrong armory, but we won't do this now. Just let me take only the right weapon. Maybe at least this here. Alright. Dobra, chociaż trochę mam i możemy zacząć walczyć.
I hope our journey doesn't prove to be in vain. Keep your...
I warned you had it coming, you drunk!
Hang on. I didn't see it. Does feel better when I've had a drink. It's a gift from God.
Either you pay us back our coin, or you can leave your head with us.
You wouldn't get a crossing for an alternative mine.
You're right about that.
I'd have a use for that turnip. But I can only pay for it with iron.
Shiska?
You turn on your heel and get going. If you value your life. You might have noticed there's more of us than you.
That can be fixed.
Are you waiting for orders from your wife? Fight! Hey, that one's out here! I had enough yet? Do I have to pull you out of trouble again? I see you're still a drunkard.
It's good to see you too, Shishka. What happened to...
That doesn't matter now.
Huh? Who's that? Where's your old band?
You're looking at all that's left of it.
I see we have a lot to talk about.
That we do. Anyway, this is Henry. Henry, this is Kubienka.
Hiya, lad. And thanks for the help. You're handy with a sword.
Thanks.
Not that I couldn't handle them myself.
He would be one of the best archers north of the Alps. If he wasn't drunk or with one arm in the stocks all the time.
Shouldn't we leave before someone notices the corpses?
Easy, lad. This was the devil's den. If we behave ourselves, the innkeeper will just charge us a cleaning fee, and that will be that.
There will be plenty of time to get acquainted with the local customs. We're looking for the devil. Where is he?
Well, when I said we have a lot to talk about, now is the time. This is the innkeeper, Dreadlight.
Gentlemen, I won't have this. You're murdering my guests and making a mess.
They started it.
They've been drinking on credit for half a day. Who's going to pay for this now?
If you search their pockets and sell their weapons, that should cover it. And I have a feeling Kubienka here owed them some dice winnings.
I didn't cheat.
Pay him.
All right, then. What did I do to deserve you? Here you go.
Ah, I see you are a nobleman and a generous one at that. You didn't have to, but thank you. I'm much obliged. You don't need to worry about anything. We'll clear away the corpses, pour some sand on the blood, and no one will know what happened here.
That's nice of you. But leave us alone now.
Nobody will be looking for them anyway. Only the catchpoles would be interested in them. You might even get a reward.
Did you hear Lord Chishka?
Yes, I did. Of course. I'm leaving. Just call if you need anything.
Is it just you and the devil here? Where's the rest?
That's the problem.
What problem?
Well, I'm alone here.
Where's everybody else?
I'd like to know that too. When the devil was captured, they scattered. Some are dead, some ran for the hills. Some are probably holed up somewhere drinking.
What? The devil's been captured and that's how you tell me the news?
Something is with the audio not correctly. Probably you all have the same issue.
Who captured him?
How should I know? Some armed bastards.
Shit, Kuttenberg, you must know who came after you and why.
Well, he botched this job in Kuttenberg. It was supposed to be a breeze, but the fuckers outnumbered us 3-1. Before we could react, they knocked the devil down and pounded on him like a deaf man on a door. Ada and I tried to help him, but we just couldn't.
Fuck.
It pisses me off that we had to leave him there. But we would have been captured.
Do you know where they're keeping him?
Why? The town guard took him. So he's probably in the town jail?
Fuck. There's no way we're getting him out of there.
My words. Otherwise, we would have gotten him away from those fuckers a long time ago. Not even a mouse can get him there. We can't pull off something like that.
How long has it been since he was captured?
I've been sitting here drinking ever since it happened. So, maybe a week, maybe even a month. More like a month.
A month? They haven't hanged him yet.
That's the thing. The devil's famous. Lots of people want him that. But they won't give him the news or the yaks. They want to send his soul to the Lord in a much worse way. The devil is a proper bastard, but not even he deserves that.
What are they planning to do with him?
The devil's got a fat price on his head. He's the most feared robber baron in Bohemia. There are several empty tents in Sigismund's camp, thanks to him. They really want to relish his death. They'll take him to their camp outside of town for that.
Who told you that?
When someone owes you a dice wager, they'll spill him what they don't know. They say the people of Kuttenberg can't wait to see him gone.
If they're going to move him, that could be our chance. We'll wait for them and free the devil.
He will be watched by 12 armed guards. We're only 3, so unless you have 10 men up your sleeve...
I thought the devil would have at least 10 men. But other than that, it makes sense. I don't think we'll have another shot.
I was going to hire some muscle for help here, but I got thirsty. You know the rest.
More like I know you. But maybe we'll find someone around here. Everybody will listen if we mention coin. Can you think of anything else that might come in handy?
Well, how about some hand cannons?
Have you got some?
Well, not on me. But maybe there are some in our old camp. It isn't far.
Maybe.
Maybe. Surely. If I can remember where we hit them. And as luck would have it, they're not far from the road they used to transport the devil.
What place is that?
This narrow gully with a nice curve that begs for something nasty to happen in it. West of here. You can't miss it.
Looks like there's still some sense left in your noggin despite the booze.
And what about me?
You'll go with Kuttenberg to get the hand cannons. He may be... surely hid somewhere.
Great. At least I won't have to carry them myself.
Don't dilly-dally. And when you have them, meet me at the ambush spot. Keep an eye on him. And don't let him talk your ear off.
Alright, I think this is now the perfect place for a 5-minute break. I To chyba najlepsze miejsce dla 5 minut przerwy. Yeah. I will be back in another stream, so I close this stream and then you find me here again on SpelareTV and Rodent on Road with a second stream. I think really 5 minutes, maximum 10 minutes, so yeah. It's 2:40 then here. O. Zaczynam małą przerwę, więc zakończę ten stream i za maksymalnie 8 minut, druga 40, wtedy wracamy i będzie drugi stream tutaj na SpelareTV i Rodent on Road. So yeah, like I said, I'm back in a few minutes. Wracam za kilka minut. And for sure, big thanks for watching. And yeah, we are back in a few minutes. No jeszcze raz wielkie dzięki za oglądanie.